One thing you will have clear is that Teyana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, and that $1 million y'all claiming that 7-figure, 8-figure, it was a one-time fee of $1 million in damages. When Iman crashed the $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman did whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of
Well, when you're a celebrity or you're in the entertainment business, they say no press is bad press. Yeah, no press is bad press. And Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert back in the news again. And it's kind of ironic because Teyana Taylor, she has an album coming out. You know, she's a movie. She's very talented. You know, Teyana Taylor, she, you know, I got her hand in a little bit of everything. You know, she can dance, you know, so she's entertaining. She's just an entertainer, Teyana Taylor. She really is. And to be real, Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor, they're both childish. They both childish. They both childish because Teyana Taylor supposedly have moved on, you know, dating Aaron Pierre now. And Iman Shumpert, what I think he does is he kind of controls, like, I ain't gonna say the internet, but the blogs and like what they report as far as their marriage and shit like that, because they can't talk about it. And that's why Teyana Taylor has to pay him $70,000 now, all of a sudden. And she went on live talking about this back in March, because I did a video on this. You know, I've been following these two. She talked about the settlement and shit like that back in March. And all of a sudden now she got an album coming out and she doing movies and shit like that. Now it comes out that she got to pay him $70,000. That's why I say, when you're in the entertainment business, you know, you celebrity shit like that, no press is bad press, because it's all publicity. It's all publicity, you know. And like I said, she talked about this in March. She talked about Iman Shumpert back in March as far as their settlements. And just to refresh your memory, in case you missed it, we're going to watch Teyana Taylor, you know, speak about, you know, their marriage and the settlements and things like that, as far as the divorce went, things like that. So check that out. We're going to come back and chop it up on a real tip.
I walked away with all my properties. Iman walked away with a car that I bought him. That's clear. But let's also, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like Teyana's using Iman for anything. Like, at the end of the day, yes, Iman made his money and so did I. I've been in this business since I was 15 years old. We're not going to act like my bank account is like, nah, we're not doing that. I've had several Jordans. I've had several movies, several deals, like, all still active. All still active. And the crazy part about it is, I said nothing when him and his lawyer told the internet, oh, Teyana's making more money. Teyana's bringing more money a month in than Iman is. Just because Iman played ball don't mean that this is a thing where it's like I'm trying to take money off of him. Iman haven't played ball since 2020. So yes, actively during the divorce, I was bringing more money than him in. I am. So it's just like, how are we sitting here making it seem like I'm being a gold digger or taking from him? And we're not going to do that. I bought my tour bus with my hard-earned money. I bought my Sprinter with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach after Iman crashed my Rolls Royce and never replaced it. That I also bought. Okay? What are we talking about? Every single car that I walked away with, I literally paid for out of my pocket. Out of my pocket. Now, at this point, I made myself clear. Y'all gonna think what y'all want to think regardless. Y'all gonna still run with y'all narratives because that's what people do. But one thing you will have clear is that Teyana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, and that $1 million y'all claiming that 7-figure, 8-figure, it was a one-time fee of $1 million in damages. When Iman crashed the $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman did whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of shit. That's another thing. Let's be clear with that too. When you're dividing marital assets, when you're dividing houses and stuff, if it's still bills a part of it, if it's snatched away from the both of us. So to think that even if that was the case, that I took and get a car and boom, 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 like, that shit means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing. At all.
She going in.
I never tried to send Iman to jail. I'm still not trying to send Iman to jail. However, I have to file a motion to get him to leave me alone so we can both go and live our life in peace. Like, I'm confused because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no smoke, bruh. Like, I'm too happy right now. Bitch, I'm too happy right now, bitch. I'm too happy right now, bitch. You think I want to sit here, motherfucker? Be talking about some divorce that only makes me look like I'm coming with a whole bunch of baggage. Like, nobody want to do that. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. This divorce, these settlements, and all this fake.
And this is why I say they both childish, to be real. Like I said, I think Iman Shumpert, he's found a way to kind of control these blogs and control the narrative as far as what's put out with their marriage and shit like that. And when it's shit that's, you know, not true in Teyana Taylor's eyes, she's gonna clap back. You know, she's so petty, she gonna clap back because she don't want no bad press out about her or no lies being laid on her. So she gonna clap back because she's not mature enough to be like, all right, whatever. Like, he gonna say what he gonna say, you know, because there's always three sides: his side, your side, and the truth, or her side and the truth. You know, so she's childish because she always gonna clap back. You know, what they say, two wrongs don't make a right. That's why I say they both childish. You know, if we want to be real, they both childish, and they always gonna be linked together because it is what it is. It was you know, they probably had, you know, a lot of fun together. You know, they got together in the prime of their careers, if you want to be real. You know, so they always kind of probably be linked together. You know, she's dating Aaron Pierre now, so she should be moved on. Not even thinking about that. But like I said, I think since they both childish and they both know how to get under each other's skin, they'll always be linked together somehow, some way. You know, wouldn't be surprised if they even be fucking on the side, for real, on the low. You never know. You know, you never know. You know. Let me know what y'all think. You know, comment, like, subscribe. That's why you help us share the video. If it's entertaining, hit that cash up, baby. They say no press is bad press. For you to entertain me, you're a celebrity. So that's how I go. We out.
Ladies and gentlemen.